Good evening and welcome to Paulina High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Hartley Melvin Sanborn Hawks. They come in with a 3-7 record on the season against the home team South O'Brien Wolverines. They come in with a 3-10 record on the season. On paper, this looks like it should be a pretty good matchup here tonight between these two teams. Similar records, but also pretty similar in the scoring department. Hartley Melvin Sanborn averages right around 41 points per contest, and South O'Brien right around 35 points per game. So looking at like it should be a fairly competitive game here tonight. Hartley Melvin Sanborn is coached by Lester Tessum and assisted by Jenny Van Otterloo. We'll go through their starting lineups tonight, and the scoreboard has number 30 up there starting, but there is no number 30 on their roster, so I think maybe a typo. But starting for Hartley Melvin Sanborn tonight is Emily Mutombo. The junior comes in averaging right at 3 points per contest. Elise Hawk averages 5 points per game. She's a junior. Jasmine Lux, a senior, right at 10 points per contest. Lydia Harders, another senior, right at 11 points per game. And then the fifth starter, I believe, is going to be number 20, Abby Dama, a freshman. She averages 3 points per game. Or possibly Emily Otto. We'll see who they end up announcing here. For South O'Brien, starting for them is Riley Draper, a senior, averages right at 5.5 points per contest. Tasia Conley, a junior, 4 points per game. Abby Schreck, a senior, 5 points per contest. Alyssa Van Beek averages 6.5 points per game. And Kenna Bauer averages just right at 6 points per contest. So we're getting ready for the starting lineups here from the game. I want to thank the Plena Body Shop for being our scoreboard sponsor. We'll go ahead and take a timeout here, and we'll be back here in a little bit in time for tip-off. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back here in a little bit.
It feels good to be part of a team. The commitment, trust, and loyalty you share. One thing all teams have in common, a team logo. So when you want to show off your team spirit, ask 360 Custom Designs to join your team. Embroidery, decorated apparel, and promotional products to show pride for your favorite sports team and your company team. 360 Custom Designs in the former Darren's Clothing Company in downtown Cherokee and online at 360customdesigns.com.
The new Broadway Auto Glass and Accessories is now open in Paulina. With Jared Harm's years of experience, you'll find quality work for auto glass replacement, chip repair, and window regulators. Jared has the state-of-the-art equipment to make sure your repairs are done properly. Broadway Auto Glass and Accessories works with most insurance companies. Don't leave that chip or crack in your window a minute longer. Call Jared at Broadway Auto Glass and Accessories, downtown Paulina. Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion. Great selection of gifts. And we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook. Visit our store downtown Paulina Wednesday through Saturday. And let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace, Paulina.
Customers deserve great internet too. This is Doug from EverTech. You deserve EverTech's no limits internet and the personal service that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bringing customers like you reliable, unlimited internet. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Denise Steffen and sales associate Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
All right, welcome back. Just in time for a tip-off here. Just want to mention that our main camera that we normally use is out of commission tonight, so we're using the overhead camera. We will do our best for you, and I'll try to update that score as often as possible for you, as we would normally have the scoreboard on for you. But Kyle Jorgensen here on the call. Madison Jorgensen running the computer equipment tonight, and it looks like we are getting set for tip-off. It'll be Alyssa Van Beek tipping off against Jasmine Lux for Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And we are ready to go from Paulina. Looks like South O'Brien's going to win the tip off to Riley Draper. She gets it off to Conley. Conley's going to put up a 3. No good. Fight for the board, and HMS has got it to Lydia Harders, setting up the offense for Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Looks like a trap. Gets it off to Hawk. Tried to go down low to Dama, and the ball is going to be thrown out of bounds back to South O'Brien. So, yeah, it was Abby Dama in the starting lineup. Had the wrong number on the scoreboard. Full court press by the Hawks. Get it into Conley. Just about poked away. And Shrek has the ball for South O'Brien, looking to go all the way to the hoop. And just a little too far underneath. Jasmine Lux clears and gets it off to Mutombo. So South O'Brien putting on a little bit of a trapping zone out front as well. And they'll settle into their 2-3 zone defense, which they have typically stayed in this year. So Hartley Melvin Sanborn working that ball around the zone. Hawk's going to put up a 3 and bury it. That is the junior, Elise Hawk, averages 5 points per game, and she's got a 3 and gets the early lead for HMS 3-0 over South O'Brien with 6:52 remaining, and a traveling violation on Tasia Conley turns it back over to Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Harders gets it into Mutombo. Back to Harders. And dribbles right in the corner and gets trapped. It gets it off to Mutombo. Mutombo looking to drive. Euro step. No good, but rebound by Lux. And Jasmine Lux in with the 2. And it's 5-0 with 6.5 remaining here in this first quarter. Hartley Melvin Sanborn out to the lead. Shrek gets it up to Draper. Draper gets it off to Van Beek. Back to Conley. Conley goes down low. It's going to be stolen by HMS. And HMS looking to add to that 5-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Harders looking down low to Lux. Lux off to the Hawk, back to Mutombo. Back to Hawk, can put up another 3, in and out, looked good. And Van Beek chases down the board for South O'Brien. Abby Shrek with the ball for South O'Brien, gets it off to Conley. Conley picks up her dribble, gets it off to Bauer. Back to Draper. Draper driving down the middle, gets it to Van Beek, jump shot. No good, and the rebound cleared by Lux. So it's 5-0 with 5.5 minutes remaining. HMS getting the ball up the court and poked away by Van Beek, and a steal for South O'Brien. So South O'Brien got a chance to get a run out up to Kenna Bauer, and Kenna Bauer gets South O'Brien on the board. Bauer's first 2 of the night, and it's 5-2 with 5:10 remaining in the opening quarter. Harders gets it off the Hawk, looking down low to Lux. Lux, good position down low, and Jasmine Lux scores her second basket. And it's 7-2, HMS leading. And Tasia Conley gets the 2 for Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And it is 4-7 with 4:44 remaining. Another 3-pointer, no good by Hawk. And Van Beek clears the board off to Draper. Gets it up to Conley. Looking to Bauer, had her wide open, just overthrew her. South O'Brien misses out on a easy fast break opportunity. So 4-7 with 4:34 remaining in the first quarter. Matumbo with the ball. Does a nice job weaving through that South O'Brien zone press. Harders on top to Hawk, down low to Lux. Lux looks, they kind of just go away from her. She puts it up and has the nice touch. So Jasmine Lux, 6 points here in the opening. And Shrek going all the way, going to get blocked out of bounds. Shrek kind of initiated the contact, went right into Dama. Into the lineup for South O'Brien is Wilbur. And also into the HMS lineup is Kylie Skipoff. Gets it into Wilbur. She gets it back off to Shrek. Shrek's going to put up a three, and it's good for Abby Shrek. The senior knocks down the three. It's 7-9 with 4 minutes remaining. And HMS gets the ball up. Had a little bit of trouble there, but able to get it up the court without that pressure. Thought about the three, was skip off. Nope, she's going to drive. Goes down low, kicks it back out to Hawk. Hawk driving. And a turnover. And South O'Brien's got numbers. And a traveling violation on Draper will turn it back over to HMS with 3:39 remaining. It's 7-9. HMS leading in this first quarter. Matumbo, top the key, gets it to skip off. And a traveling violation. Turn it back over to South O'Brien. As I mentioned coming in, I thought this would be a pretty closely contested ball game. Get some pressure here, get it into Draper, guarded by Matumbo. Draper gets it up to Shrek. Shrek off to Conley, back to Draper. Looking down low to Wilbur. Wilbur's going to get fouled. And that'll be on the floor. That'll be the first team foul against Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And they're going to call that on Abby Dama. Checking into the lineup for Hartley Melvin Sanborn is Emily Otto. The senior, she checks in for the freshman Abby Dama. Shrek gets back to Conley. Conley back to Draper, just about on that baseline over there. Back to Conley. Over to Shrek in the corner. Back to Conley top, just about travel. Gets it to Draper. Draper had the three, passed it up. Goes down low to Wilbur and had a good look at it, just not able to finish. And that comes HMS. Getting rough down there, nothing called. And Riley Draper ends up coming up with the steal. And tried to go deep to Bauer, but ball gets intercepted back to Matumbo. So kind of a ugly little sequence there, but we're still the same here. 7-9 with 2.5 remaining in this first quarter. Matumbo, top the key, back to Hawk. Going to put up a three, leave her open, and just grazes the rim. Bauer chases it down for South O'Brien. Comes Draper up to Conley. And Conley just kind of tossed it up to nobody. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout by head coach Lester Tessum and the Hawks. We'll take a quick timeout with them. Back in 30 seconds on Fuller Digital Solutions.
At Iowa State Bank, we know that our ag community is an important part of Northwest Iowa. That's why we work harder to keep business owners and farmers up and running. For over 75 years, Iowa State Bank has helped farmers upgrade equipment, expand local business operations, and sometimes offer a helping hand. As we look forward to the future, we'll continue to be by your side, available when you need us.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
All right, welcome back to action. Had the timeout there by Hartley Melvin Sanborn. 7-9, 2:15 remaining. They get it in. And nice job getting through some traffic there with Kylie Skipoff. Back to Matumbo. Jasmine Lux looking down low to Hawk. Back to Skipoff. Up. No good. Nice look. And And looks like we're going to have a jump ball violation, and it will stay with the Hawks. So good offensive set there for HMS, just not able to finish. Checking back into the ball game is Lydia Harder. She'll come in for Matumbo. So it's 7-9 with 1:57 remaining. Hawk gets it in to skip off. Thought about the three, pump fake, drives up and good. Is Kylie skip off, so it's 11-7. And South O'Brien bring it up the court as Draper gets it to Conley. Conley goes to Bauer, not able to handle the pass, and the Hawks have another opportunity coming up on offense. Harders to skip off. The Hawk back to skip off. Harders open look from three, no good. And Van Beek's going to clear the board for South O'Brien. She'll get it off to Riley Draper. Draper to Schreck, back to Conley. And Conley's going to double dribble. Took a dribble, stop, and then picked up a dribble again. So a double dribble violation. 1:13 to go. South O'Brien 7, HMS 11. And Harder's with the ball for the Hawks. Gets it up to Hawk. Over to skip off. Another shot. Just a little too hard off the glass. Gets her own rebound up and in. Kylie skip off the bench with a couple of baskets, and it's 13-7. HMS leading. Schreck off to Conley. And Conley's going to have another double dribble violation. She was looking to pass it to Draper, and Draper went the other direction, so not really Conley's fault on that one, but South O'Brien bringing in Ashlyn Geimer, a junior. Hasn't played a whole lot of varsity minutes on the season. Harders up to skip off. Back to Harders. Over to Otto in the corner. Looking down low to Harders. Or excuse me, that was Jasmine Lux. Jasmine Lux with 8 points in this opening quarter. So 7-15, HMS leading with 24 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Have a foul called against the Hawks. That's their second team foul. It was called on Kylie Skipoff. And the inbounds be knocked out of bounds back to South O'Brien. It's Geimer, the junior, inbounding it. Doesn't, like I said, doesn't play a whole lot. Gets it into Draper. Draper gets it down low to Bauer. Bauer gets her shot blocked. And two South O'Brien players run into each other. Kind of a wild sequence. Bauer gets it and goes up and score for South O'Brien. 1 second left. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It is South O'Brien 9, HMS 15, back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Insurance and real estate under one roof. J&K Insurance. Sutherland, Cherokee, and Mobile. They can help you with auto, home, crop insurance too. They offer annuities, IRAs, and other financial services, and they can help sell or buy real estate. J&K Insurance and Real Estate. It's about providing you with dependable protection you can count on. Try the JK way today. J&K Insurance and Real Estate. Visit us online or call us today.
Juniors Bar and Grill of Polina is a proud supporter of South O'Brien Athletics. Stop in before, during, or after the game for an ice-cold drink and a great meal. Like and follow Juniors Bar and Grill on Facebook to see all the daily lunch specials, or you can order your favorite meal off the menu as well. Come have a good time with some cold drinks and great food while hanging with your friends, listening to some music. Good luck to the South O'Brien Wolverines from Juniors Bar and Grill. All right. After 1 quarter of play, we're headed to the second quarter here. Is HMS 15, South O'Brien 9. Looks like South O'Brien will get the first possession. Looks like Tasia Conley back into the South O'Brien lineup. So they got Draper, Conley, Schreck, Bauer, and Van Beek on the floor. And looks like it's going to be a turnover off the opening inbounds play. HMS has Harders, Matumbo, Abbiato, Emily Otto, and Jasmine Lux on the floor. Matumbo off the corner to Emily Otto in the corner. Emily looking down low to Lux and just wasn't ready for that pass. And here comes South O'Brien up to Draper, and a traveling violation. We'll turn it right back over. So 2 turnovers on South O'Brien and 1 on HMS in the first 15 seconds of the second quarter. Harders. It's it back to Matumbo, back to Harders. For to Otto. It's Abby Otto from Emily. Emily gets the ball back to her, down to Lux. Lux turns up, no good. And Van Beek's going to clear the board for South O'Brien. Jasmine Lux had a nice look. She's leading all scorers with 8 points so far tonight. Abby Schreck looking for her second three, no good. And 4 players with their hand on the ball to be a jump ball violation. And it should be Hartley Melvin Sanborn's basketball, and it is. So it's 9-15 with 7:10 to go here in this second quarter. 3-point shot from Harders is good. Lydia Harders. First points on the night for Lydia, averages 11. And she hits from downtown, and it's 18-9. Hartley Melvin Sanborn leading. South O'Brien has struggled at times on the offensive side of things this season, and they lost one of their main players here a couple games ago to a knee injury, so still trying to kind of find their rhythm on offense. Schreck to inbound it, gets it into Van Beek. Back to Draper, and 2 players down. Looks like Draper a little slow to get up. Looks like she's okay. Going down low to Van Beek. She tried to go up, no good. Tried to go over Jasmine Lux, and Jasmine's fairly tall. Got some long arms on her, hard to get over Jasmine. And back to the Hawks. Lux in the corner. Looking down low to Emily Otto. Otto goes up with the right hand, no good. Back by Lux, and Jasmine Lux with 10 points on the night, and it's 20-9. Hartley Melvin Sanborn leading with 6:12 to go here in the second quarter. And it looks like they're going to call it the third team foul against Lydia Harders. That'll be her first, but the third team foul here in this first half. South O'Brien with no fouls so far. Schreck trying to get it in, having troubles, finally gets it in to Conley. And Conley, unforced turnover on the baseline, goes out of bounds. We'll turn it back over to Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And it looks like South O'Brien making a substitution, bringing in the sophomore Marissa Ebel. So South O'Brien in that zone defense. Emily Otto looking for her teammate. Tried to skip it across, got deflected, but it ends up in the hands of Harders. Abby Otto back to Lux. And we're going to have the first team foul against South O'Brien. And that'll be on Riley Draper, her first. 5:45 remaining, second quarter. South O'Brien 9, HMS 20. HMS jumped out to that early lead and have kept the lead so far tonight. And a couple of substitutions for the Hawks. Looks like Elise Hawk back into the game. Matumbo out front. Over to Harders. Back to Matumbo. Back to Hawk. Back to Harders. Emily Otto. Back to Matumbo. Back to Hawk. Looking down low to Dama. And she picked up her pivot foot, so a traveling violation. And you can kind of tell it. She knew that she did that. So South O'Brien, the chance to cut into that 11-point lead for the Hawks. It's 9-20. HMS leading. South O'Brien's had troubles against this press tonight. And HMS wanting the offensive foul, but I think it's going to be called against the defense, yes. So that'll be the fourth team foul and the first team foul against Emily Matumbo. So 5:19 remaining in the second quarter. And Draper inbounds it to Schreck. Schreck goes to Ebel, just about stolen away. It's it back to Draper. Draper tried to go down low to Bauer, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Emily Otto. And it's supposed to be South O'Brien's ball. HMS tried to take it out. So Bauer will inbound it. Gets it into Wilbur. Wilbur looking down low to Bauer. And a nice set play. And Kenna Bauer has 6 points for South O'Brien. So it's 11-20. HMS leading with 4:55 remaining. Otto in the corner. Gets it back to Harders. Harders wide open three-pointer. No good. And the rebound to South O'Brien. Get it up quickly to Schreck in the corner. Marissa Ebel, three-point shot. I think it got blocked partially. I think if South O'Brien would have let that go, probably would have been their ball. And Tasia Conley back into South O'Brien's lineup. She'll come in for Abby Schreck. So South O'Brien in that 2-3 zone defense. Matumbo gets it over to Hawk. Back to Otto. Otto to Harders. Back to Hawk. Back to Dama. And Dama tried to make a pass, like deflected out of bounds off South O'Brien. So to stick with the Hawks. All right, Hawks get it in to Hawk, and she travels. All right, it's 11-20. Hawks leading. South O'Brien inbounding it. 4:14 remaining in the second quarter. They get it into Conley. Conley gets it across the timeline to Draper. Down low to Van Beek. And not able to finish over Dama. The height of the Hawks affecting South O'Brien's shots down low. And Matumbo back to Harders. Harders drives. Gets it poked away. Chased down on the corner over there by Kylie Skipoff. Shot up, no good. And ball goes to the top of the bang board, so we'll get turned back over to South O'Brien. Schreck back into the game for Draper. So Schreck and Conley in the backcourt. Get it into Conley. Conley gets it back to Bauer. Bauer gets it to Ebel. And another double dribble violation against South O'Brien. I thought maybe that got tipped by the defense, but they are going to call a double dribble violation. So we'll go back to HMS. 3:25 remaining in the second quarter. It's 20-11. HMS leading. Lux looking down low and got down to Dama, and she's going to be fouled. She had good position down there against the Van Beek. It's just the second team foul, so not a lot of fouls being called here in this first half either way. Harders checks out of the ball game. Get it into Skipoff. Wide open jump shot. Rolls around, no good. Van Beek clears the board, and South O'Brien has a chance. And they're going to have a three-point shot from Conley, and it's good. So Tasia Conley hits the three, cuts that lead down to 6. It's 14-20. HMS leading, just under 3 minutes to go. Lux flashes to the middle. Nice look down low, unable to finish. And man, HMS had a couple really good looks, just couldn't get it to go. And South O'Brien with a layup opportunity, and they do finish to Kenna Bauer. And it's down to a 4-point advantage with 2:35 remaining. It's 16-20, HMS leading. So HMS did have an 11-point lead here at one time. Nice set there once again for the Hawks. Had a good look at it. Weren't able to finish, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Hartley Melvin Sanborn. And it looks like we're going to have a full timeout by head coach Lester Tessum. And the Hawks will take a full timeout with them. Back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Word that seems to excite and unite all. Sale. When you shop with the KCHE Shopper webpage, you get a sale every day. It's one big sale on items you already want or need. Restaurants, automotive, recreation, apparel, shopping, and more. KCHEshopper.com. Shopping locally, yet online and on your time. Fill a cart, pay, and print from wherever you are. A sale every day at KCHEshopper.com.
All right, second timeout of the half by Coach Tessum and the Hawks, and it's South O'Brien inbounding it with 2:20 remaining. 16-20 is the score, HMS leading. And we're going to have a foul on the inbounds called against Hartley Melvin Sanborn. That's going to be on Kylie Skipoff, her second, the fifth team foul. Get it into Draper. Draper left-handed dribble. Went up court to Schreck, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Stick with South O'Brien. Kind of a close call there. Why not? Wasn't sure if maybe Schreck knocked that out, but get it into Draper. Over to Sam Wilbur. Thought about the jump shot, decided to hold up on it. Gets it back to Schreck. Back to Conley. To Draper. Back to Conley. Schreck thought about the three, pump fake, back to Wilbur. Wilbur going to put up a shot. No good. Good look at it. And 1:45 remaining here in the second quarter. Score remains 16-20, 8 in favor of the Hawks. Matumbo back to Hawk, looking down low to skip off. And Schreck tried to poke the ball away, going to have a foul called against Abby Schreck. That's the third team foul on South O'Brien. First on Schreck. Emily Otto back into the game for Dama. Hawk to inbound the ball for HMS. She gets it into Matumbo. We're down to 1.5 minutes. Three-point shot. In and out, no good. And Wilbur clears the board for South O'Brien. South O'Brien quickly up the court. And a little out of control as Bauer had good position down there, but the ball was passed out of bounds. So 1:20 remaining, back to the Hawks and Matumbo. Looking down low to skip off, gets it over to Otto, and Emily Otto gets on the board. She averages 3 points per contest. It's 22-16. HMS leading with 1 minute remaining. Conley goes all the way in and scores. So Tasia Conley up to 7 points for South O'Brien, and it's 18-22. Back to a 4-point game with 45 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Hawk drives, jump shot, looks good. Nope, off the mark, but a nice move. And South O'Brien chance to cut it down to single digits, and going to have another turnover, a dribble violation. 31 seconds remaining, and it's 18-22, Hawks leading. Ball poked away. Schreck gets the ball for South O'Brien. Back to Conley. Conley wide open three-point shot is in. Tasia Conley with the three-pointer, and it's 21-22 with 7 seconds remaining. HMS chance to score here right before halftime. And they're going to have a foul called with 0.6 seconds remaining. Kylie Skipoff will go to the line for the Hawks. She'll be shooting 2. Skipoff is a 41% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one is off. She'll have one more coming up. That foul was called on South O'Brien's Kenna Bauer. And Skipoff goes 0 for 2. And the halftime score is going to be 21-22. HMS with the 1-point advantage. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with some scoring recap for you here in 2 minutes on Fuller Digital Solutions.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is. And I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
The Prairie Market Grocery Store in Paulina wishes the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck this season. Remember to shop the Prairie Market. They're open 7 days a week with everything you need at prices you can afford. And if they don't have what you need, they'll be sure to get it. They're happy to serve their local community at the Prairie Market Grocery Store in Paulina, the gem of the prairie. And go Wolverines! Finding someone you trust. It's important when it comes to your farming operation. For generations, you know that you can work with Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park. From generation to generation, the state savings loan officers in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park continue to work with you. Find us online at savingsbankia.com.
All right, 8.5 minutes to go here until the start of the third quarter. It is Hartley Melvin Sanborn 22, South O'Brien 21. After one quarter of play, HMS led 15-9, and then here we are at halftime with the 1-point advantage. So a good second quarter there for South O'Brien to get back into this contest as they trailed by double digits at 1 point in that first half. Scoring recap here for you for Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Elise Hawk, the junior, has one 3-pointer for 3 points. Jasmine Lux has 10 points, leading Hartley Melvin Sanborn in scoring. Kylie Skipoff has 4 points. Lydia Harders has 3, and Emily Otto has 2 points for HMS. For South O'Brien, the sophomore, Tasia Conley has a couple 3-pointers. She has 10 points in that first half. Abby Schreck with a 3-pointer. She has 3 points. And Kenna Bauer with 8 points for South O'Brien. We'll have the boys game coming up here for you next. I appreciate all the sponsors that allow us to do these broadcasts on Fuller Digital Solutions. If you're interested in being a sponsor, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Also, we're always looking for more play-by-play or people to run the computer camera equipment. If you're interested in making some money, and if you're going to go to the game anyways, you just as well make some money while you're there. If you're interested in running the equipment or doing play-by-play, shoot us an email at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that email is fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. We got about 6.5 minutes remaining until the start of the second half. We'll take a break here, and we'll be back in time for tip-off. Thanks for joining us tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions and Wolverine and Hawks basketball. All right, we are getting set for second half action. 21-22, Hartley Melvin Sanborn leading. And it looks like South O'Brien to get the first possession. In this third quarter, they get it into Draper. Draper looks to Van Beek. Van Beek, jumper, no good, too strong. And Jasmine Lux clears the board for the Hawks. Matumbo brings it up court, gets it off to Harders, back over to Hawk, back to Harders, back to Matumbo, over to Lux in the corner. Lux drives, jump shot up from the baseline, no good. Nice move and look, just not able to finish. And here comes South O'Brien. Got deflected out of bounds off the Hawks. South O'Brien went after it. Didn't really have to, but able to maintain possession. 7:26 remaining, third quarter. Hawks leading by 1. Get it into Van Beek, and South O'Brien with their first lead of the night, 23-22. And Van Beek gets her first points of the night. Full court press, South O'Brien. Harders goes all the way. And Lydia Harders gives the lead right back to the Hawks. It's 24-23 with 7:03 remaining in the third quarter. Draper all the way for South O'Brien, no good. And here comes the Hawks with that 1 point advantage with Matumbo. Matumbo gets it to Hawk. Back to Matumbo. Back over to Hawk, down low to Lux. Lux goes down low to Harders. And she's going to get an opportunity for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Pass was almost intercepted down there, but snuck through to Harders. So Harders goes to the line to shoot the and-one opportunity. And Harders connects on the free throw. So it's 27-23 with 6:35 remaining. And the ball goes between the legs over to Draper. Three-pointer no good, a little too strong. And here comes the Hawks. 6:25 remaining. It's 27-23. HMS with the lead. Down low to Harders. Harders too strong. And Bauer clears the board for South O'Brien. Abby Schreck brings it up for South O'Brien. Poked away to Conley. Conley gets it up Bauer. Back to Draper, top the key. Back to Conley. Van Beek. Back to Schreck. Back to Draper. South O'Brien being patient on offense. Gets it down low to Bauer. Had a wide open look and not able to finish. Not going to get a much better look than that. And it's 27-23. HMS leading. Lux turns around and buries it from the free throw line. Jasmine Lux up to 12 points. And it's 29-23 with 5.5 to go here in this third quarter. Schreck over to Conley. Conley down low to Bowers. And Bowers had good possession. She's going to be fouled by Jasmine Lux. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Kenna Bauer has 8 points for South O'Brien. And Kenna Bauer shoots 48% from the free throw line on the season. No good. So if percentages hold true, she should make this one. Wilbur into the lineup along with Marissa Ebol for South O'Brien. 5:20 to go, third quarter. And in and out, no good. So Bauer goes 0 for 2 from the line. And Jasmine Lux pushing it up the court. Jump shot is in and back out and in. And Jasmine Lux has 14 points and a turnover on South O'Brien. Dama has the ball, gets it up to Harders. So it's an 8-point advantage for HMS, 31-23. Back down low to Lux. And Draper saw that coming, just wasn't able to steal it. Harders jump line on the bait, no good. Lux no good. Dama gonna get fouled. So HMS working the boards hard and got 3 offensive rebounds there. And it's 31-23. That's the third foul on Bauer. And Dama back to the free throw line. Went 0 for 2 on the first half. And in and out. Van Beek in for Bauer. So it's 31-23. HMS leading with 4:38 to go here in the third quarter. We'll have boys action for you next. Should be a good one. And Dama goes 0 for 2 again. And Van Beek clears it, gets it off to Schreck. Schreck pushing. All the way up with the left hand is Abby Schreck. So Abby Schreck up to 5 points for South O'Brien. And that cuts that lead down 31-25. And Schreck tried to knock it away from Lux, but going to be called for the foul. Second foul on Schreck, and the third team foul on South O'Brien here in this third quarter. Emily Otto checking in for the Hawks along with Skipoff. Replace Hawk. So 4:21 to go. Harders gets it in, and it's going to be stolen. Nice job by Ebel. And Draper needs help. Ebel comes back. Go down low to Wilbur. She contains it. Tried to go up with it, gets blocked. And gets back over to HMS with halfway done through this third quarter, 4 minutes remaining. Lux down low to Otto, back to Lux, and Lux goes up, but she's going to get fouled. So Jasmine Lux kind of living in the paint down there. She's had a nice night for the Hawks. She'll go back to the free throw line, and she shoots 50% from the free throw line for the Hawks. It's 31-25, HMS leading with 3:55 to go. And she makes the first one. Looks like South O'Brien going a little bit deeper on the bench. Tatiana Conley into the game, and she gets the board. Tasia Conley gets it up to Ebel. Down low, wide open was Van Beek, but she misses the wide open layup, and the Hawks have the ball. Harders all the way down. A lot of contact, nothing called, and South O'Brien has it. Draper with the ball for South O'Brien. 3:25 to go. Ebel looks down low to Van Beek. Van Beek misses another one. And a jump ball violation, but it's going to go back to the Hawks. So the crowd didn't like that call a whole lot. 3:18 to go. Mutombo to inbound it. It's 32-25, HMS leading. Little timeout there for someone tying their shoes. No pressure this time by South O'Brien. Hawks just bring it into the front court. Mutombo up front for the Hawks. Gets back over to Hawks. She's going to put up a three. In and out, no good. And Conley clears the board. Draper bringing it up for South O'Brien. Gets it up to Ebel. Ebel's going to put up a three. No good. And I think we're going to have a clear out called against HMS. Looks like that's going to be called against Jasmine Lux. Second team foul against HMS. Second foul on Lux. South O'Brien gets it into Van Beek. Tough shot, no good. Battle for the board. Get it off to Conley. Back to Schreck, over to Draper. Draper's going to put up a three, and it's good. Riley Draper. First points on the night for Draper, and it's 28-32, advantage of HMS with 2:30 remaining in this third quarter. Otto goes back down low to Lux. Lux against the triple team, no problem. Up and in for Jasmine, and it's 34-28, HMS with the lead. Jump shot no good from Conley from the free throw line. And it's 34-28 with 2:05 to go here in this third quarter. HMS with the lead. So it's been a back and forth quarter. South O'Brien had the lead momentarily. 3-point shot, no good. And Van Beek is down there to clear the board for South O'Brien. Gets it off to Draper. Draper picks up her dribble, goes down low to Conley. No good, but Tasia Conley, her sister there, throws it at the legs of Van Beek, and it turns it back over to HMS with 1:25 to go here in this third quarter. Matumbo working it up top, goes to Lux. Just tried to tip pass down to Matumbo, or excuse me, to Otto, and Otto wasn't ready for it. South O'Brien and HMS both making some subs. Bauer and Ebo back in. And it looks like Gracie Knobloch into the lineup for the Hawks. Shrek going all the way down. Tried to go to Bauer, and Emily Otto right there to intercept that pass. So we're down to 1:05 remaining. Knobloch over to Abby Otto. Up and in. Oh, excuse me, that's Kylie Skip-Off. And South O'Brien tried to push it, and they're going to turn it over. Back to the Hawks. So it's 36-28, HMS leading with 45 seconds remaining. At the halftime, it was 21-22, so HMS pulling away a little bit in this third quarter. And Emily Otto with the basket, her second, and it's a 10-point advantage for the Hawks, 38-28. Shrek driving all the way down, and she's going to be fouled, but I think it's going to be on the floor. Sam Wilbur into the lineup. And also checking back in is Harders for the Hawks. 29 seconds remaining. 10-point advantage for HMS. Get it into Shrek. Shrek goes down there in the baseline amongst the trees, and they're going to call a foul. Abby Shrek, just 5'2". She was down there with some much taller HMS defenders. Kind of got bailed out there with the foul call. So Abby will go to the line and shoot two for South O'Brien. And Abby connects on her first one. 22 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. 29-38. And make that 30-38. So HMS leading by 8 points. And we're down to the final 15 seconds. Down to Lux. Lux stops, shoots, no good. And South O'Brien a chance maybe to cut this down to a little bit more. And a traveling violation. We'll turn it back over to HMS with 6.6 seconds remaining. Get it into Otto. Back to Harders. Harders jump shot, no good. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. It is South O'Brien 30, HMS 38. Back in 1 minute for fourth quarter actions. Thanks for joining us.
Savings Bank of Primgar, serving the Primgar area for over 125 years. Our team is committed to great customer service, dependability, going the extra mile. Mobile banking, ATM service, convenient drive-through, online bill pay service. Some of the many reasons to bank with a friendly team at Savings Bank of Primgar. Also with locations in Hartley and Lake Park. And visit us online at savingsbankia.com.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, You're gonna love the view.
All right, welcome back. Down to quarter number 4. HMS leading here 38-30. HMS is led by double digits. South O'Brien has fought to come back and try to get things tied up, even took the lead, but HMS leading by 8 as we go into this fourth quarter. Draper is going to be fouled as she tried to go to the basket. That'll be on Gracie Knobloch, the freshman for HMS. Just the 15th foul on HMS. South O'Brien has 14 fouls, so neither team quite in the bonus yet here in this fourth quarter. Officials, for the most part, been letting them play tonight. Riley Draper to inbound it for South O'Brien. And ball got poked away there by HMS's Kylie Skipoff. So South O'Brien to throw it in again. They've had troubles getting the ball in bounds tonight. Get it into Tasia Conley. A little bit high dribble there. Get it over to Draper. And a little bit too physical play there from Gracie Knobloch. That's going to be the 16th foul, so the next foul will be in the shooting bonus for South O'Brien. Conley goes to the hoop, no good. And Jasmine Lux clears the board. And she's going to be fouled by Conley. Maybe a frustration foul there. That'll be the 16th foul against South O'Brien, so our 15th foul. 7:26 remaining, 38-30. HMS leading. Skip off with the ball for the Hawks. Gets it over to Harders. South O'Brien in a man defense. First time they've been in man all night, I believe. And a 3-second violation against HMS. We'll turn it back over to South O'Brien. Get it into Conley. And tried to go up front to Draper. It happens to go to Bauer. And a turnover eventually to Skipoff. And Skipoff with the basket for HMS. So a 10-point lead for Hartley Melvin Sanborn. It's 40-30. And Sheck driving for South O'Brien. Gets back to Van Beek. And it looks like Coach Dreckman and the Wolverines want a timeout. We'll take one with them. Back in 30 seconds on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
All right, a timeout there from Erica Dreckman, as things were a little out of control there on that possession for South O'Brien. So takes a timeout, try to get the Wolverines back in a little bit better of a sequence here. Schreck to inbound it. Try to go into Draper. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds back to South O'Brien. So that height advantage that the Hawks have had has made it hard for South O'Brien to get the ball in bounds. Get it into Draper, back to Schreck. And tried to go to Draper and went right between the wickets there, out of bounds. So 6:35 remaining, ball turned over to the Hawks. The Hawks are leading 40-30. And South O'Brien looks like they are going to stick in that man-to-man defense. Otto puts up a three and banks it in. Emily Otto, three-pointer, the old off the old bank, and it's 43-30 with 6:10 to go. Draper falls down, will be a traveling violation. And it turns it back over to HMS. So 43-30, 6:09 to go. And the Hawks get the ball back with Lydia Harders bringing it up the court. Hawk gets it to Otto. See if she tries another one. Nope, she's going to look down low to Lux. And Lux goes up and over Bauer. And Jasmine Lux having a real nice night for HMS. She's got 19 points, leading all scorers. Draper looks to Van Beek. She's going to be bumped into. And that will be the 7th team foul. That'll be against Emily Otto. Just chasing after offensive player from South O'Brien. Kind of bumped Van Beek on accident. But it's a 15-point advantage for HMS, 45-30 with 5:39 remaining. And Van Beek will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1 for South O'Brien. Too strong, and Lux clears the board for the Hawks. And with 5.5 to go, the Hawks don't have to be in too big a hurry here with this 15-point advantage. And it looks like Coach Lester Tessum and the Hawks are going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them back in 30 seconds.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
All righty, timeout by the Hawks. 5:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. HMS leading here, 45-30. South O'Brien still hasn't scored yet in this fourth quarter. Lux down low. Put the dribble down and gets to take it away by Schreck. And Abby Schreck's going to try to go all the way in. Not able to finish, but she'll be fouled by Lydia Harders. So Abby Schreck will go to the line to shoot two. She's 2 for 2 on the night from the free-throw line. That one goes in and out. One more coming up here for Abby Schreck. And Schreck makes the second one, so it's 45-31 with 5:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Hawk goes back to Matumbo, looking down low to Lux. Good look to Harders, and Harders misses the bunny, but she's going to get fouled. And Lydia Harders will go to the line and shoot two for HMS. Harders, the senior, she averages 11 points per contest. She's up to 9 points with that made free throw. One more coming up here for Harders. And 2 for 2. 47-31. 5:03 to go. Hawks leading here by 16 points. So Hawks going to keep that pressure on, get it into Tasia Conley. Conley goes around. It's a back to Wilbur. Wilbur puts up the shot. And that one goes in and out and back in. So Sam Wilbur gets one to drop. And it's 47-33, a 14-point advantage for the Hawks with 4:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. Matumbo over to Hawk. Hawk's going to put up a three. No good. And Draper with the board for South O'Brien. Had a good look at it, wide open. in and out, but just not able to drop. Shrek gets it over to Conley. Conley back to Bauer. Bauer puts up the jump shot and makes it. Kenna Bauer. She's up to 10 points for South O'Brien. So Bauer and Conley each have 10. And it is 47-35 with 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Still a 12-point lead for HMS. Matumbo up top. Back to Hawk. Those two just kind of playing catch. South O'Brien switching back to that zone, and a three-point shot, no good. And Jasmine Lux keeps it alive. Matumbo chases it down. Back to Harders, and a traveling violation against Harders will turn it back over to South O'Brien with 3:43 to go. Conley, it's the ball for South O'Brien. Tried to go down to Bauer and just wasn't there, and turns it back over to the Hawks here with 3:25 remaining in this fourth quarter. Other boys game coming up for you next. Should be a good one. Harders down low, no good. Draper gets the board. And we're down to the final 3:10 remaining. South O'Brien going to have to get things going here quickly to get back into this game. Running jump shot there by Conley, no good. And we got a player down on the court for South O'Brien. I think that's Abby Schreck. And Wilbur's going to come out of the game. Looks like Schreck will stay out there maybe. Coach Erica Dreckman out there checking on her. And it looks like, yeah, she will stay out there. So 3:02 remaining, 47-35. HMS 12-point advantage. South O'Brien tried to go down low to Bauer, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with the Wolverines. South O'Brien to inbound it once again. And this time the ball's tipped by Lux and stolen by the Hawks. So we're under 3 minutes to go. And the Hawks with that 12-point advantage can just run their offense and take their time if they'd like to. Jasmine Lux up and in. It's another basket for Jasmine, and she is up to 21 points. South O'Brien gets it down low to Van Beek. So back to a 12-point game with 2:25 to go. HMS certainly fine with just trading baskets with South O'Brien with that 12-point advantage. Lux gets it over to Hawk. Another three-point shot is good. Elise Hawk makes a three. It's her second make on the night. She's got 6 points. And it is 52-37. HMS leading here with 2:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Get it into Conley. And Conley tried to go between two defenders and get it to Van Beek. Just nothing there. Fortunately, it goes out of bounds off the Hawks. Will stay with South O'Brien. 2:05 to go, 52-37. The Hawks leading. Get it into Tasia Conley. Conley had 10 points in that first half. Hasn't scored the second half. And Riley Draper with the running jumper. She's up to 5 points, and it is 39-52 with a minute 45 to go here in this fourth quarter. Hawks just moving that ball around the zone defense. Get it down low to Harders. And Lydia Harders scores for the Hawks. She's up to 12 points. Jump shot up and good for Van Beek. And it's 54-41. HMS leading. Minute 10 remaining. So it looks like the Hawks will go on to win this game. They'll improve their record to 4-7. South O'Brien will fall to 3-11. Lux misses one, and we're going to have a foul called against the Hawks. Otto. With a minute 2 remaining here in this fourth quarter, South O'Brien will get to go to the line here and shoot a 1-and-1 opportunity. So minute 2 remaining. Kinnebauer going to the line. South O'Brien trailing by 13 points. And Bauer makes the first one. She did go 0 for 2 earlier. Bauer's up to 11 points for South O'Brien. And Bauer goes 2 for 2. 12 points for Bauer. And we're down to the final minute remaining here in this girls' game. Stick around. We'll have the boys' game coming up next for you. Harders. It's back over to Hawk. Down low to Lux. Back to Hawk. And just about turned over, but Matumbo chases the ball down for HMS. Down to 35 seconds. Lux drives. Tried to go to Otto. And Ebo has the ball for South O'Brien. Gets it back to Draper. Draper with the 3. No good. And Lux clears for HMS with 20 seconds to go. Down to the final 15 as HMS will win this ball game. It's a hard-fought game for both teams. HMS did lead pretty much the whole contest. South O'Brien led maybe for 4 or 5 seconds. And that is going to be the final score, 43-54. HMS wins. They'll go on to a 4-7 record. Jasmine Lux, nice night for the Hawks with 21 points. For South O'Brien, they were led in scoring by Kinnebauer with 12. We'll be back in time for boys actions. Thanks for joining us tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, especially the Polina Body Shop. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so here in time for boys action.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
A clean vehicle is a happy vehicle. And at the Wash House in Polina, it's easy with the automatic wash bay. Getting the sand, salt, and dirt off helps extend the life of your vehicle's body. And you'll have a quality experience when you use the Wash House. There's also plenty of room for bigger vehicles and trucks in their manual wash bays. And vacuums to clean up inside. Visit the Wash House in Polina when you need to get your car washed. And go Wolverines!
My name is Clay Evans. I'm the owner of Tri-State Soft Washing Home and Exterior Cleanings. Soft washing is a safe alternative to pressure washing. We use water-based biodegradable chemicals. They emulsify dirt, grime, break down bugs, nests, and webs, mildew, algae, and bacteria, sanitizing the surface we are cleaning. Soft washing uses only 1/3 of the water of the pressure washing, lasts 4 to 6 times longer, and doesn't erode the surface, like pressure washing often can. If you'd like a free estimate, please give us a call today and we can get you scheduled.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal? To bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price, and it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases it's a customer car, and so they get real world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
All right, welcome back. We are getting set for boys action here. The HMS girls defeated the South O'Brien girls 54-43, and we'll have the boys game here for you. South O'Brien coming in with a 9-3 record on the season, and the HMS Hawks coming in with that 4-6 record. Starting for HMS tonight for the boys will be Cooper Ebel, a junior. He's 6'3". He averages 20 points per contest. Mason Brinkman, a senior, 6'2", averages 3 points per game. Travis Comrat, a junior, averages 4.8 points per contest. Kevin Jacobsma, the junior, is 6'5". He averages 6 points per contest. And Lance Behrens, the 6'5" junior, averages 22 points per game. So South O'Brien going to have their hands full tonight with Cooper Ebel and Lance Behrens. For South O'Brien, Hudson Ullman, a junior, he averages 8.2 points per contest. Boston Riedemann, a junior, averages 5 points per game. Jacob Van Lift, a junior, averages 7 points per game. Sawyer Homecamp averages 7 points per contest, another junior. And Jake Walleen, the 6'7" junior for South O'Brien, averages 15 points per game. We'll go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back in time for start of this action. Back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
I like living in the dorms at NCC because it's a short walk to class. We do get free perks on campus. We get free laundry, we get free cable, free internet, free utilities. I do feel like I'm getting college experience at NCC.
At NCC, we have EMT classes that cover many things: trauma emergency, medical emergencies, all the way to delivering a baby. There's just many more opportunities for EMS that allow you to grow not only as a person, but in your career as well.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
All right, just getting the starting lineups here finished from the public address announcer. Said should be a good contest here tonight. The Hawks are coached by Nathan Hoagland and Jay Eilers. South O'Brien, of course, coached by Kylie Yates, Nate Struve, and Kevin Pocus. The Hawks come in averaging 59 points per contest, and South O'Brien 49 points per contest. Of course, South O'Brien is going to play that 2-3 zone defense and make teams try to earn it from beyond the arc against them. So here we go, Jake Walleen and Lance Behrens. That should be a good matchup here tonight between those two big fellows. And those two will jump center here to get things going, as looks like they're waiting for the band to clear out. And here we go. Les Pedersen tips it up, and South O'Brien wins the opening tip. Wolverines on offense against that man-to-man defense for the Hawks. And Jake Van Lift with a nice set play. And the first 2 points on the night goes to South O'Brien. And it's 2-0, and a steal by Homecamp, and up and in Sawyer Homecamp, and quickly it is 4-0 with 7.5 to go. A couple of nice plays there for the Wolverines starting things off. Cooper Ebel down low, up and over, no good. Rebound by Jacobsma, and it's blocked by Walleen, and South O'Brien gets a defensive stop. It's 4-0 with 7:10 to go here in this first quarter. South O'Brien leading. Wolverines down low, no good. Homecamp had a good look. A little too hard off the glass, and it turns it back over to the Hawks. Brinkman to Comrat. Comrat back to Brinkman. Ball tipped away by South O'Brien's Homecamp, but Comrat gets the ball back. Jacobsma back to Brinkman. Ebel thought about the three. Goes down low, and the ball gets stolen away as he tried to hit Behrens. And it goes back to South O'Brien with 6.5 to go here in this opening quarter of boys action. Van Lift bottom by Comrat over to Homecamp. Wallin going to go over Behrens, no good. But Van Lift there with the rebound, no good. And here comes Cooper Ebel and the Hawks. Ebel's going to get it back to Brinkman. Going to get things set up against this South O'Brien 2-3 zone defense. Going down low to Ebel. Ebel just turns and fires, and good. That is Cooper Ebel's first two on the night. And it's 4-2 with 5:55 to go in quarter number one. Homecamp to Ullman. Back to Van Lift. Over to Riedemann. Over to Wallin in the corner. Wallin, not your typical big man, kind of takes a lot of jump shots and three-point shots. Doesn't do a whole lot of posting up for South O'Brien. Van Lift, guarded by Comrat. Over to Wallin, guarded by Jacobsma. Wallin looking to drive, make something happen. Jump shot up and good for Jake Wallin. Jake Wallin gets his first two of the night. And it's 6-2 with 5:10 to go here in quarter number one. Behrens turns. And Behrens is going to be fouled. They're going to call that foul on Ullman. And it looks like, they're going to give him two shots on that. Wasn't sure if that was on the floor. But they're going to give him two shots. So Lance Behrens go to the line. So Behrens gets one more shot and no good. And it's 6-2 with 5 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Ben Woodall with the ball. It goes to Wallin. Looks down low to Ullman. No good. And Cooper Ebel clears the board for HMS. Comrat pulls it down. Back to Brinkman, down to Behrens. Behrens driving on Wallin. Puts his body into him, no good. Gets the follow-up. Lance Behrens gets his first two on the night. And it's 6-4. South O'Brien leading with 4:25 remaining in quarter number one. Ullman drives, dishes it off to Van Lift. Van Lift, right-handed jump shot, no good, and Comrat clears the board for the Hawks. Just about halfway through this first quarter. Behrens up front, gets it back to Comrat. Comrat was a good running back for the Hawks this past football season. Comrat's going to put up a three, no good. Fight for the board, and Hudson Ullman gets it for South O'Brien. So Homecamp goes over to, that was Ullman. Goes back to David Botchton, back to Ullman. Looking down low to Wallin. Wallin, jump shot, no good. Off the mark over Behrens. So score remains 6-4 with 3:25 remaining here in this quarter number one. Mason Brinkman dribbling out front for the Hawks. Back to Ebel. Brinkman with the three-point shot is good. Mason Brinkman, the senior, connects on the three. And HMS takes their first lead 7-6 with 3 minutes to go. Van Lift over to Botchton. Back to Woodall. Looking down low to Van Lift. Back to Walleen. It's it back to Ullman. Walleen gonna put up a 3. No good. Ullman gets the board. Goes up over Jacobsma. No good. And we're gonna have a jump ball called. And it will stay. Excuse me, it will go to the Hawks. So checking back in is Boston Riedemann and Sawyer Homecomp for South O'Brien. Also into the game is Pete Botchton. Jordan Ortega into the lineup for HMS. Ortega in the corner. He's going to put up a 3 off the bench and buries it. Jordan Ortega connects, and it's 10-6. HMS leading with 2:05 to go here in this second quarter. South O'Brien with Walleen top the key over to Sawyer. Sawyer looking, goes over to Pete Botchton. Back to Walleen, thought about the 3. Jump shot, tough one. On over Barons and no good. And it is 10-6 yet with 1:45 to go here in this first quarter. Ortega gonna put up another 3, and that one's off. And Pete Botchton clears the board, but Ebo with the steal. And Cooper Ebo flashes into the passing lane. And he gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Ebo has 2 points on the night. First trip to the free throw line for Ebo. And Cooper Ebo up and good. It's 11-6, 1:31 to go, and Cooper Ebo will have one more shot for the Hawks. And that one rolls off. Ullman clears the board. He gets it off to Riedemann. And Coach Yates would like a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them back here in a little bit on Fuller Digital Solutions.
The instructors here are really nice. The way they teach here is different than a few other colleges as well. We have outside cars, so not just a bunch of trainer cars that everybody works on and you kind of know what's wrong with them already. So we have to go through the full steps of diagnostics and find out what the problem is, and then we fix it.
The heavy equipment program here at NCC is unique in that we actually go out and do real-world jobs. Students get hands-on time with the equipment. We cover the maintenance as well as the operation of the equipment, and then we go into the estimating side of things.
All right, we are back. Timeout by South O'Brien, Coach Yates, and it's 11-6 with Hudson Ullman on top for South O'Brien. Gets it off to Riedemann. Back to Riedemann. Looking for Homecomp. Homecomp dribbles, nowhere to go with it. Gets it to Walleen in the corner. Walleen nowhere to go. Gets the ball stripped away from him. And fortunately for South O'Brien, step on the end line will give it back to the Wolverines. So 59 seconds remaining. It's 11-6 in favor of the Hawks. Get it in the Walleen. Turns up, no good, way too strong. And Sawyer Homecomp gets the basket for South O'Brien. Sawyer has a couple buckets on the night. He's up to 4 points. And 40 seconds to go. It's 8-11, HMS leading. Barons turns, he's just going to take the jump shot over Walleen, no good. And South O'Brien clears the board. And I think Coach Yates is probably going to want to take one last shot here before the end of this first quarter. Boston Riedemann with the ball, top the key. Ullman drives. 3-point shot. Boston Riedemann is off. 4 seconds. Ullman's going to fire, no good. And Jake Walleen just misses at the buzzer. After 1 quarter of play, it is HMS 11, South O'Brien 8. Oh, they're going to call a foul there. So they called a foul at the last second there. So Jake Wallin will shoot 2. Apparently they called a foul on Lance Behrens. So Jake Wallin will go to the line and shoot 2 for South O'Brien. And Wallin connects. One more for Jake Wallin. Could cut this down to a 1-point game here going to quarter number 2. And Wallin goes 2 for 2. So after 1 quarter of play, it is 10-11 back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
It feels good to be part of a team. The commitment, trust, and loyalty you share. One thing all teams have in common, a team logo. So when you want to show off your team spirit, ask 360 Custom Designs to join your team. Embroidery, decorated apparel, and promotional products to show pride for your favorite sports team and your company team. 360 Custom Designs in the former Darren's Clothing Company in downtown Cherokee and online at 360customdesigns.com.
The new Broadway Auto Glass and Accessories is now open in Paulina. With Jared Harms' years of experience, you'll find quality work for auto glass replacement, chip repair, and window regulators. Jared has the state-of-the-art equipment to make sure your repairs are done properly. Broadway Auto Glass and Accessories works with most insurance companies. Don't leave that chip or crack in your window a minute longer. Call Jared at Broadway Auto Glass and Accessories, downtown Paulina.
All right, welcome back for quarter number 2. South O'Brien trailing here 10-11. 3-pointer from Riedemann, in and out. Fight for the board, and Behrens clears the board for HMS, the big fella. Like I said earlier, should be a good matchup tonight all night long between Behrens and Wallin. 3-point shot for Ebel is good. Cooper Ebel, the junior, buries the 3, and it's 14-10 HMS. Quick release there from Cooper with 7:25 to go. Ullman with the ball for South O'Brien, dribbling top the key. Ullman picks up his dribble, gets the Wallin, wide open jump shot, no good. And Wallin's been off tonight. Last game I covered, he finished with a game-high 27 points. And just a little bit off tonight, but plenty of time to get things going here. Just in the second quarter with 7 minutes remaining. 10-14, HMS leading. Ebel gets it back to Brinkman, over to Comrat. Back over to Ebel. South O'Brien sticking in that 2-3 zone defense. Ebel gets an open look from 3. That one's short, but Behrens gets the board. Lance Behrens up and gets the roll. His second basket on the night. Behrens up to 4 points and 6.5 to go. It's HMS 16, South O'Brien 10. Brian picks up the dribble, gets it to Ebel, or to Wallin. Wallin over to Van Lith. Hudson Ullman looking down low to Wallin. Wallin picks up his dribble. Back out to Ullman. It's probably one thing I would say South O'Brien has struggled from the 3-point line this season. Riedemann going to drive, gets blocked. And here comes HMS with that 16-10 lead. Under 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Behrens picks up his dribble, nowhere to go with it, out to Brinkman. Brinkman's going to put up a 3 and buries it. Mason Brinkman averages 3 points per game, has 2 threes on the night, and it's 19-10, HMS leading. Timeout by Coach Yates. We'll take one with them back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion, great selection of gifts, and we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook, visit our store downtown Polina Wednesday through Saturday, and let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace, Polina.
All right, a timeout there from Coach Yates as HMS extending that lead out 19-10 on a three-pointer by Mason Brinkman, his second one, and 5:38 to go here in the second quarter. South O'Brien needing to find some offensive answers. Hudson Ullman bringing the ball up the court for the Wolverines. Holman is in the lineup along with David Boschen and Ben Woodall, Jacob Van Lift, and Walleen. Nice move from Jacob Van Lift under the hoop. Had to use some pump fakes, but Jacob gets on the board for South O'Brien. And it's 12-19. Just a little over 5 minutes to go. Comrat, nice running jump shot. Travis Comrat, and he answers right back for the Hawks, 21-12. With 4:50 to go here in this second quarter. Walleen gets it over to Botchton. Back to Woodall. Walleen turns up and over. Barron's no good. And Jacobs clears the board for HMS. So Walleen's able to get the shots off he's wanted, just not connecting tonight. So it's 12-21. Brinkman going to put up a three, no good. And Van Lift clears the board for South O'Brien. And here comes Ullman, ready to get the offense set up for the Wolverines. Woodall going to put up a three. South O'Brien needed that one, didn't fall. And Cooper Ebel pushing for the Hawks, going to slow it back up. Lance Barons with the ball, turns over to Comrat. Comrat looking to find a teammate, over to Ebel. Ebel back to Comrat, over to Brinkman. Ebel thought about the three, he's going to drive. Running jump shot up off the glass is good for Cooper Ebel. And it's an 11-point advantage for the Hawks, 23-12 with 3:35 to go in the second quarter. South O'Brien got to find an offensive answer here. Walleen turns up and over, no good. And a frustration foul. Going to be called on Botchton. 3:26 to go, just going to be the third team foul. South O'Brien bringing Boston Riedemann, Pete Botchton, and Sawyer Hohenkamp back into the game. Jacobs now looking down low, going to Barons, but he's going to be fouled. Nice high-low action from HMS. And a foul on the floor. We'll keep it with the Hawks. 23-12, HMS leading, 3:14 to go. Barons gets double teamed in the corner. Just about loses the ball. And I think Coach Hoagland is going to take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. Back in 30 seconds on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Customers deserve great internet too. This is Doug from EverTech. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the personal service that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bringing customers like you reliable, unlimited internet. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
All right, it's timeout there by the Hawks. Head coach Nathan Hoagland. 3:10 to go, second quarter. HMS is leading 23-12. Ebel gets it into Barons. Barons gets it out front to Comrat. Over to Brinkman. Go down low to Ebel. Ebel back out to Brinkman. Barons down low, turns against Walleen. Number of spins, and Wallene ends up getting the block. So the big fellas having quite the battle down low so far tonight. Wallene has 4 points and Barons has 4. Ebo gets the steal, and he's going to be fouled. So Cooper Ebo will go to the line and shoot 2. So 2:35 to go. Cooper Ebo, chance to extend that 23-12 lead over South O'Brien. Makes the first one. Cooper Ebo, the quarterback for the Hawks during this last football season, they made it all the way to Sub-State. Ebo goes 2 for 2. Jordan Ortega comes in for Kevin Jacobsma, excuse me. (25-12). HMS leading, 2:25 to go. Wallene turns up, no good. Tough shot. South O'Brien battles, gets the board. Maybe Jake Wallene taking a few shots he normally wouldn't take tonight, but trying to find some offensive answers for South O'Brien. Someone's going to have to make a bucket for him here. Van Lift going to drive. Double teamed up, no good. And a tough shot there, but HMS clears the board, and we're under 2 minutes to go, and it's 25-12. HMS leading South O'Brien. Barons puts his shoulder down and takes it to South O'Brien defense and scores. It's 27-12. HMS leading. Wallene with the ball for South O'Brien. Jump shot for Jake, no good. South O'Brien gets the board, no good, but foul is going to be called on Cooper Ebo. It's going to send Sawyer Homecamp to the line. So a minute 25 to go. Sawyer going to the line, shooting 2 for South O'Brien. Makes the first one. 5'11" junior, up to 5 points on the night. And that one goes in and out, back in. So 6 points for Sawyer. Minute 20 to go, 27-14. HMS leading. Ortega, ball in the corner, back over to Comrat. And we're going to have a foul called against Ullman. South O'Brien kind of extending that 2-3 zone out to some trapping zone. If you're just joining us, normally we'd have 2 cameras, one on the scoreboard, one camera not working, so we're just using the overhead camera, doing the best we can for you tonight. Minute 12 to go. It's 27-14. HMS leading South O'Brien. I'm sure the Wolverines would like to maybe cut this down to single digits here heading into halftime. Cooper Ebo against Wallene. And I think we're going to have a foul called against Wallene. That will be his first. They're going to give Ebo, it's a one-on-one opportunity. I didn't realize South O'Brien had 17 fouls. So Cooper Ebo, one-on-one shot is good. Ebo up to 11 points. He averages 20 on the season. And Kevin Jacobsma going to come in for Lance Barons with 1 minute remaining here in quarter number 2. That one is no good. Wallene gets the board, and he's going to be fouled over the back. Going to call that on Jordan Ortega. So 28-14, South O'Brien trailing by 14, and we're down to the final 50 seconds here in quarter number 2. 3-point shot, South O'Brien needs it, in and out, no good. Wallene clears the board, no good. And it's just been a tough night for the Wolverines on offense. South O'Brien had 10 points in that first quarter, only 4 here in this whole second quarter so far. Brinkman drives, dishes it to Ortega. He gets double teamed in that corner. Jacobsma gets blocked by Wallin. And 20 seconds to go. HMS will play the ball out of bounds under their own basket. 28-14, Hawks leading. Five seconds remaining. Ebel drives, left hand, no good. Gets his rebound, no good. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's going to be South O'Brien 14, HMS 28. Back in 2 minutes for scoring recap. Thanks for joining us on Fuller Digital Solutions.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's No Limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Denise Steffen and sales associate Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Deals at Gannett Auto Sales in Polina. Looking for a working truck? There isn't much you can't pull or haul with this 2015 Ford F-250, only $22,850. Travel in style in this 2014 Ford Mustang Premium Fastback, only 21,300 miles. Looking for economy? How about this 2010 Toyota Avalon priced under $6,500? Or if you want it and they don't have it, they will find it for you at Gannett Auto Sales in Polina.
All right, welcome back to halftime action here. Got some half-court shots going to win a Casey's gift card, I believe. The South O'Brien Wolverines trailed 10-11 after the end of the first quarter. And South O'Brien really struggled in that second quarter to get the offense going, only scoring 4 points. So here at halftime, it is South O'Brien 14, HMS 28. So HMS definitely got some talented players on their roster, but just coming into this game with that 4-6 record, so maybe playing some stiff competition here. The last game HMS played, they defeated Sheldon 55-41. They lost to Harris Lake Park 74-67. They lost to Grettinger Terrell 72-62, Unity Christian 58-42, and Galen Catholic 62-58. So the last 5 games, HMS is 1-4. So South O'Brien going to have to get the offense going here in the second half to get back into this thing. Scoring recap from that first half. Cooper Ebel with 11 points for HMS. He averages 20 points on the season. Mason Brinkman, the senior, he averages 3 points per contest. He's up to 6 with a couple of 3-pointers. Travis Comrat, 2 points. Jordan Ortega, 3 points off the bench. And Lance Behrens, the junior, big man, has 6 points for HMS. He averages 22 points per contest. For South O'Brien, Jacob Van Lift with 4 points. Sawyer Hunkamp has 6 points. And Jake Walleen with 4 points. So we're at halftime here. We have about 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go until the start of the third quarter. And we'll see what the halftime adjustments were made here for both of these teams. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back in time for third quarter action. Thanks for joining us tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
At Iowa State Bank, we know that our ag community is an important part of Northwest Iowa. That's why we work harder to keep business owners and farmers up and running. For over 75 years, Iowa State Bank has helped farmers upgrade equipment, expand local business operations, and sometimes offer a helping hand. As we look forward to the future, we'll continue to be by your side, available when you need us.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Insurance and real estate under one roof. J&K Insurance. Sutherland, Cherokee, and Mobile. They can help you with auto, home, crop insurance too. They offer annuities, IRAs, and other financial services. And they can help sell or buy real estate. J&K Insurance and Real Estate. It's about providing you with dependable protection you can count on. Try the JK way today. J&K Insurance and Real Estate. Visit us online or call us today.
Junior's Bar and Grill of Polina is a proud supporter of South O'Brien Athletics. Stop in before, during, or after the game for an ice-cold drink and a great meal. Like and follow Junior's Bar and Grill on Facebook to see all the daily lunch specials, or you can order your favorite meal off the menu as well. Come have a good time with some cold drinks and great food while hanging with your friends, listening to some music. Good luck to the South O'Brien Wolverines from Junior's Bar and Grill.
Word that seems to excite and unite all. Sale. When you shop with the KCHE Shopper webpage, you get a sale every day. It's one big sale on items you already want or need. Restaurants, automotive, recreation, apparel, shopping, and more. KCHEshopper.com. Shopping locally, yet online and on your time. Fill a cart, pay, and print from wherever you are. A sale every day at KCHEshopper.com.
All right, we're about a minute away here from the start of the third quarter. Just want to thank again all of our sponsors that allow us to do these broadcasts. We've got several great sponsors here from the South O'Brien area. Especially want to thank Clean Body Shop for being our scoreboard sponsor, even though there's no scoreboard technically on your screen tonight. Like I mentioned earlier, doing the best we can with our camera setup and stuff here we have going on tonight. This streaming allows family from afar to watch, even grandparents, or maybe it's an away game, you don't feel like traveling that far. So if you're interested in being a sponsor, shoot us an email at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. And we are looking for play-by-play talent along with people to operate the camera and computer. Shoot us an email, fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. We would love to have you. So South O'Brien in that 2-3 zone defense starting the second half and threw it down low to Behrens. He wasn't looking for it. So South O'Brien gets the turnover. It's 28-14. HMS leading. And South O'Brien going to have to get the offense going. And I just kind of feel like the key to them is going to have to be to hitting some outside shots to kind of get back into this game here, as it's been a struggle for them to make those shots down low against this taller HMS lineup. So South O'Brien goes down low, gets blocked as Sawyer gets his own rebound back, tried to go to Wallin, stripped away. So once again, like I had mentioned, it's just tough for them to get things going down low. So South O'Brien back out in that 2-3 zone defense. Jacobsma back to Comrat, over to Ebel, back down to Jacobsma. He turns, nowhere to go. Thought about the three, going to drive, looking for Behrens. Behrens goes up and over, and Lance Behrens up to 8 points for HMS and extends that lead out to 16, and a turnover. Ebel gets the ball. Ebel fakes a three, doesn't put it up though. Comrat drives, one-handed ring jump shot is good. Travis Comrat, second basket on the night for him. He's up to 4 points. And it's 32-14. First couple baskets in the second half goes to HMS. Wallin drives up, no good. Ullman right there for the follow-up. First two for Hudson Ullman. And it's 32-16 with 5:50 to go here in this third quarter. Brinkman, jump shot from the just inside the free throw line, no good. Had a good look, that was halfway down, and Van Lift clears the board for South O'Brien. Boston Riedemann gonna drive up, and good is Boston Riedemann. So South O'Brien gets a drive to go, and it's back to a 14-point advantage for HMS, 32-18. Three-point shot, Comrat, no good. Wallin clears. And South O'Brien back on offense. Hohenkamp picks up his dribble to Wallin. Boston Riedemann in the corner. Nothing going there. South O'Brien's a little stagnant on offense, not moving the ball real well. Over to Ullman. Ullman drives, jump shot, in and out, back in. So Hudson Ullman a couple baskets. He averages 8 points a game. He's up to 4. And it's 32-20 with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. And Hudson Ullman knocks the ball out of bounds. Checking in is Pete Botchton, Ben Woodall, and David Botchton for South O'Brien. Hawks still have the starters on the floor. Brinkman, Comrat, Ebel, Jacobsma, and Behrens. Ebel, no good. Behrens clears and gets another basket, and Behrens is up to 10 points. So 34-20, 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Pauline, jump shot is good. And South O'Brien's going to need Jake Pauline to get things going here in this second half. It's 22-34, 3:50 to go. And Barron steps on the baseline. Turns the ball back over to South O'Brien. Van Lift back in the game after a short break. He'll replace Hudson Ullman. South O'Brien doesn't go too deep on the bench, usually about 2 to 3 players off the bench at normal minutes. Walleen, top the key, gonna put up a 3, and it's good. Jake Walleen cuts the lead down to 9. It's 25-34 in favor of HMS with 3:23 to go in this third quarter. Comrade puts a shot up, it's blocked by Walleen. And here comes South O'Brien, chance to cut that lead down even more. David Boxton all the way up and in for South O'Brien. And it's a 7-point game with 3 minutes to go. And a timeout by Hartley Melvin Sanborn. We'll take a timeout with them. Back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is. And I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
The Prairie Market Grocery Store in Paulina wishes the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck this season. Remember to shop the Prairie Market. They're open 7 days a week with everything you need at prices you can afford. And if they don't have what you need, they'll be sure to get it. They're happy to serve their local community at their Prairie Market Grocery Store in Paulina, a gem of the prairie. And go Wolverines!
2:58 remaining here in the third quarter. South O'Brien's cut it down to a 7-point lead. HMS had extended it out to 18 points here in this third quarter. And the students section getting into it here for South O'Brien. Comrade looks down low to Behrens, and Behrens is crafty down low. Lance Behrens goes up for 2, and it's back to a 9-point advantage, 36-27. Jake Walleen out front for South O'Brien. David Boston for 3, no good. Van Lift gets the board. Boston's going to drive, gets it blocked, and Ebel out front for HMS will score. Ebel quick out in that front court, and just like that, it's back to an 11-point advantage, 38-27, HMS leading. Boston drives, going to get fouled by Cooper Ebel. A nice play from Boston. Didn't have a very good angle on it, but used good body control, and the momentum of Ebel goes into him for the foul. So it's 38-27. Boston can cut this back down to a single-digit lead for HMS. 38-28 with 1:59 remaining. And Boston makes both of them. And it's back to a 9-point game. And South O'Brien puts all the starters back in. So 1:59 to go, 29-38, HMS leading here in this third quarter with 1:50 to go. Comrade, it's the skip pass back over to Jacobsma, down low to Ebel, back to Comrade. Looks down low to Behrens. Behrens baseline jumper, no good. Jacobsma clears the board. Kevin Jacobsma, 6'5" senior or junior, gets his first 2 on the night and extends that lead back out to 11. Wallin, top the key. Off to Riedemann. Back over to Wallin. It's in the corner to Riedemann. Back to Wallin. It's triple team. Ullman going to go up with it. Tough shot. Gets his own board. Back to Riedemann. And Cooper Ebel is going to be called with the reach. And that's going to be Cooper Ebel's third foul. Minute 1 to go here in this third quarter. And it looks like Jordan Ortega going to come in for Cooper Ebel. So 40-29, minute 1 to go, third quarter. South O'Brien gets it into Van Lith. Nowhere to go with it down low. And kick it back out with 50 seconds to go. Wallin guarded by Lance Behrens.
3 seconds.
Over in the corner to Ullman. Left-hander up and good.
Help out!
And it's 40-31 with 35 seconds remaining. 9-point game. HMS leading. And just an errant throw. We'll turn it back over to South O'Brien. So 25 seconds to go, 40-31.
Go defense!
South O'Brien probably hold it for one last shot. Boston Riedemann up front, guarded by Brinkman. And I think there was some confusion there. Official thought he was calling timeout. No timeout was called. So South O'Brien will retain possession. Coach Hoagland calling for a 5-second violation. Official thinking calling for a timeout. So 13 seconds to go. And South O'Brien with the ball back. Ullman. Try to go to teammate there, no good. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Lots of excitement in that third quarter. Artley Melvin Sanborn leads 40-31. We'll be back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases it's a customer car, and so they get real world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
I like living in the dorms at NCC because it's a short walk to class. We do get free perks on campus. We get free laundry, we get free cable, free internet, free utilities. I do feel like I'm getting the college experience at NCC.
At NCC, we have EMT classes that cover many things: trauma emergency, medical emergencies, all the way to delivering a baby. There's just many more opportunities for EMS that allow you to grow not only as a person, but in your career as well.
All right, here we go. Last quarter, South O'Brien trailing here 31-40. Wolverines looking for Van Lift, just about turned over. Boston Riedemann off on the three, puts it into Wallin. Wallin misses, and there's going to be a foul called against South O'Brien. Just the first team foul against South O'Brien. 7:35 to go here in this fourth quarter. Three-point shot by Jacobsman, no good. And as South O'Brien went down with the rebound, I think he turned an ankle, is Hudson Ullman. And Coach Yates walking out there to check on his player. So Hudson Ullman turns an ankle. We'll take a 30-second timeout back in 30 seconds here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
The instructors here are really nice. The way they teach here is different than a few other colleges as well. We have outside cars, so not just a bunch of trainer cars that everybody works on and you kind of know what's wrong with them already. So we have to go through the full steps of diagnostics and find out what the problem is, and then we fix it.
The heavy equipment program here at NCC is unique in that we actually go out and do real-world jobs. Students get hands-on time with the equipment. We cover the maintenance as well as the operation of the equipment, and then we go into the estimating side of things.
All right, so Hudson Ullman favoring that left ankle, being helped off the court by the athletic trainer, I believe. We'll see. Maybe not the athletic trainer, not sure. All right, 40-31, 7:26 remaining. HMS to inbound it under their own basket. Ebel gets it into Jacobsma, over to Comrat. Back to Ebel. 2-3 zone defense yet by South O'Brien. Ebel, jump shot from the corner, goes right to Behrens. Behrens up and in. A tough rebound and follow, but Lance Barron gets it. He's up to 14. And Barron's having a strong second half for the Hawks. So back to an 11-point lead. And South O'Brien going to have to get the offense going. Wallin going to put up a three-pointer, no good. And Barron's clears the board for the Hawks. So 6:35 to go in the fourth quarter. And as you can see, HMS in no hurry with that 11-point advantage. Behrens collects the ball, kind of went between his legs there for a second. Jacobsma looks down low to Ebel, behind the back, over to Comrat, and he's going to get fouled and go to the line to shoot two. I guess if you're going to foul, this will make it worth your while. So Travis Comrat going to the line. He's a junior. Both these teams have a lot of juniors on their teams, so a lot of players coming back next year. He misses the first one. Comrat. One more free throw coming up. 25% free throw shooter on the season. And he makes one of two. And 43-31, 12-point advantage for HMS with 6:10 to go. Wallin picks up his dribble. It's to Van Lift. Van Lift goes to David Botchton. Botchton drives, nowhere to go with it. Pete Botchton up and under, nowhere to go. Van Lift.
Travel!
No, it's Pete Botchton. Working hard. 5'9" Pete Botchton gets the rebound up and good. Cuts it to a 10-point advantage with 5:40 to go. South O'Brien going to have to get some stops here on defense to get back into this thing. Behrens turns, nowhere to go with it. Double team, gets it to Brinkman, no good, and Van Lift clears the board, and South O'Brien with the chance to cut it to single digits. And David Botchton loses control, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover back to HMS with 5:17 remaining. So worked so hard on defense to get a stop and then have a turnover. 10-point advantage yet with just over 5 minutes to go for HMS. Ebel top the key. Back to Brinkman. Thought about the three. Looking down low to Behrens. Back to Ebel. Ebel up and over. No good. Gets it back in bounds and a traveling violation. Going to be called on South O'Brien's Boston. Both players just going for the ball. Physical game here tonight. So Ben Woodall out there with the starters for South O'Brien as I don't see Hudson Ullman on the sideline, so maybe he's getting his ankle taped. Barons down low, up and good. And Lance Barons with 16 points. Three-pointer, no good. South O'Brien. That would have been big, but no good. And 4:25 to go. It's a 12-point advantage for Hartley Melvin Sanborn.
Be patient.
Brinkman over to Comrade. Ebel. At the Brinkman, down to Ebel. And HMS just playing catch out there. Jacobsma was looking to go down low to Barons. Ball got deflected away. 4 minutes to go. Ebel drives, dishes it back out. Three-point shot, wide open, no good. And Boston Riedemann gets the rebound for South O'Brien, trailing by 12 points. And it's going to be an offensive foul on South O'Brien's Boston Riedemann. And there's Hudson Ullman back into the game for South O'Brien. 3:43 to go. HMS is going to get the ball back here with that 12-point advantage over South O'Brien. Jacobsma down low to Ebel. And no hurry here whatsoever for HMS with that 12-point lead. They can play catch. Down low to Barons. Barons up and good. Once again, Lance Barons up to 18. He's getting close to that average of 22. And Ebel gets to steal. And he'll go up and get fouled. And I know if Cooper gets out in that front court, he'll slam that ball down. I've seen him dunk it several times last year. But 3:10 to go. Cooper Ebel going to the line, shooting two for HMS. They're up 14 points. That foul on South O'Brien was on Riedemann. First one goes in and out. So 3:10 to go. One more shot here for Ebel. That one's short. Van Lift clears the board. And South O'Brien's going to have to get the score in here to get back into this thing. Ullman drives. They're going to call a blocking violation.
Not even close. Good job, Lance.
Call that one on Lance Barons, his second. Ullman way short on the first one. He'll have one more opportunity. When you're trailing by 14, got to take advantage of those free throw opportunities. And Ullman way short on both. So under 3 minutes to go, and it is 47-33. Hartley Melvin Sanborn leading. Cooper Ebel going to go right around and gets blocked by Wallin.
Block him.
In a rough physical play there, we're going to have a foul called. It's just going to be the 4th-team foul, so South O'Brien will take it out of bounds.
Blocking foul.
So, pretty physical game, 2:43 to go. And we're going to have a timeout by Hartley Melvin Sanborn. We'll take a timeout with them back here in a little bit on Fuller Digital Solutions.
The Prairie Market Grocery Store in Paulina wishes the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck this season. Remember to shop the Prairie Market. They're open 7 days a week with everything you need at prices you can afford. And if they don't have what you need, they'll be sure to get it. They're happy to serve their local community at their Prairie Market Grocery Store in Paulina, a gem of the prairie. And go Wolverines!
All right, timeout by HMS. They got 2 timeouts left. South O'Brien has 3 left. 2:40 to go and a 14-point advantage, 47-33. Go down low to Ullman. Hudson Ullman gets a basket, and South O'Brien looking to extend their pressure with 2:25 remaining. Looks like South O'Brien going to a man-to-man defense. Back to Cooper Ebel. Ebel looking to drive, stops at the baseline. Wide open three from Brinkman, no good. Not sure if that's what Coach Hoagland wanted. Quick shot. Van Lift down low, no good. And Ebel clears the board, so a tough running jump shot from Van Lift. Ebel all the way up, and they're going to call a charge on Ebel. That's going to be his fourth foul. Minute 47 to go. Score remains 47-35 in favor of Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Van Lift gets it off to Wallin. Wallin makes a jump shot. And Coach Kylie Yates is going to take a full timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. Back in 30 seconds.
Finding someone you trust. It's important when it comes to your farming operation. For generations, you know that you can work with Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park. From generation to generation, the State Savings Loan Officers in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park continue to work with you. Find us online at savingsbankia.com.
All right, timeout there by Coach Yates. South O'Brien down to 2 timeouts now. And a minute 36 to go, a 10-point game. 47-37, HMS leading. And I'm sure South O'Brien, they're going to stick in that full court press, try to get some turnovers. Trying to go deep to Ebel, and he'll be fouled. That's going to be the 5th team foul on South O'Brien. With a minute 34, it's worth taking some chances to get a steal. So minute 34, HMS to play the ball in from the baseline right in front of their own bench. Get it into Behrens. Behrens turns. Nice defense from Wallin. Behrens tried to go again. Up and under, and no good. And the foul is going to be called on the floor, but Lance Behrens working there hard for HMS. So Behrens leading all scorers with 18 points tonight. And a nice play. Van Lift gets a steal, throws it off of HMS, and South O'Brien with the ball back. Minute 15 to go. And South O'Brien rolls it on the floor, trying to save as much time as they can. 3-pointer from Riedemann from the corner, short. Ends up in the hands of Ullman, no good. And Ullman gets it back, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with a minute 3 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So Ullman could cut it down to a 8-point game if he able to connect on these. Last time he was real short on both of them, and that one he connects with. Ullman up to 9 points. It's 38-47 with a minute 3 remaining. Ullman goes 2 for 2. 39-47, minute 3 remaining. And they get it into Jacobsma. Van Lift going for the steal. Be called for a foul, but it's not a bad foul with a minute 2 remaining. Sending Kevin Jacobsma to the line. Jacobsma with 2 points on the night. He is a 77% free throw shooter. He's actually the percentage-wise the best free throw shooter on the team for HMS. So maybe not the guy you want to send to the line. This will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Kevin Jacobsma. No good, but Behrens clears the board. Wallin blocks him, throws it into Jacobsma. And Jacobsma is going to get fouled again and go right back to the line, but this time he'll shoot 2. And that was called on Boston Riedemann, his 4th foul. So Kevin Jacobsma right back to the line. I believe he's shooting 2 here. And he makes that one. The 6'5" junior up to 3 points. And 2 for 2 that time for Kevin Jacobsma. And it's back to a 10-point game as Ebel tried to cut in front of the pass, just about had it. Van Lift saves it off of a HMS Hawk there on the baseline. 51 seconds remaining, and South O'Brien needing points here in a hurry. Van Lift drives, no good. Nice tip from Ullman. And the Hawks are going to win this thing here with 34 seconds remaining as Cooper Ebel gets fouled. That's going to be the 5th foul on Boston Riedemann. He fouls out and Bidham Woodall checks in. So 34 seconds remaining. Ebel going to the line, shooting 1-and-1, and rattles that one home. Ebel up to 14 points. And make that 15 for Ebel. 12-point game, 30 seconds remaining. Holman drives. Gets it to Wallin down low. Wallin up and good. And Coach Yates is going to take a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with him back in 1 minute.
Savings Bank of Primgar, serving the Primgar area for over 125 years. Our team is committed to great customer service, dependability, going the extra mile. Mobile banking, ATM service, convenient drive-through, online bill pay service. Some of the many reasons to bank with a friendly team at Savings Bank of Primgar. Also with locations in Hartley and Lake Park. And visit us online at savingsbankia.com.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
22 seconds remaining. And Behrens will go to the line and shoot 2. That'll be the 3rd foul on Jake Wallin. Double bonus here for the Hawks. Behrens misses the first one. We'll be back in action. We'll be up in Hull Saturday as South O'Brien takes on Boyden Hall. That's a 1 o'clock tip-off time for the varsity girls. Behrens goes 1 of 2. Trenton Volnick checks in. Down to the final 20 seconds. Wallin gets the ball stripped away and out of bounds off of Wallin's leg. And 16 seconds remaining. South O'Brien trailing here by 11 points, 52-41. Get it into Behrens. He gets it back to Comrat. Ahead to Brinkman. And the final score from Polina is going to be 41-54. Hartley Melvin Sanborn wins. After one quarter of play, it was 10-11 in favor of HMS. The second quarter kind of did South O'Brien in tonight as they trailed 14-28 at halftime. After 3 quarters of play, it was 31-40, HMS leading. And the final score is going to be Hartley Melvin Sanborn 52, South O'Brien 41. Like I mentioned, we'll be back in action on Saturday afternoon for that 1 o'clock tip-off up in Hull. Join us on Fuller Digital Solutions as the South O'Brien girls varsity game is set to tip off around that 1 o'clock start time. For Kyle Jorgensen and Madison Jorgensen, thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you next time.